Is it live? Oh, there it is. Is it live now? Is it live? Listen, I'm not gonna wait till everybody starts showing up. I just want to make this video. It's easier to go live and just let it record and then just use this as the video. I apologize. I screwed up today because we're transitioning. Hey, what's up, James? We're transitioning from our regular room. We've been using one kind of software for got to be like 7 or 8 years. And we're transitioning to another software platform. Plus, I had some issues this morning with bandwidth. So I really wanted to be a part of I wanted to be live today more than any day this year, because we were coming down to certain levels where I thought if we broke down, we were going to roll and possibly crash today. But my God, we held it. We had an engulfing candle on the UVXY. And again, the reason I wish I was live is that you just, it's hard. You can't believe it. I don't believe it. I mean, it's hard to believe what we just witnessed. And this market today just showed you that if you're not nimble, because on Monday, right? Monday, I came in thinking, all right, the SVXY is probably going to start disintegrating. I mean, UVXY is going to disintegrate. The market will probably stabilize. Maybe it will consolidate. And then the next day, we're crashing. And I'm completely wrong about what I was thinking was going to happen. But you could think one thing, but as long as you're not doing that thing, and if you are doing that thing, quickly realizing that you've made a mistake and get out. That's where most people lose their money. They commit and their brain can't quickly admit, I'm wrong, let me get out and go back the other direction. So today was that day. I came in short, and I'm loving it. And when we were down 600, I'm thinking we're going to 241 on the diamonds. And next thing you know, we bounced. We caught a bid at one of our multi-day VWAPs. But more importantly, it wasn't the diamonds itself that made me want to go long this morning. It was the UVXY engulfing candle at 68.50. Okay? When the UVXY, and again, this is where I had made money on Billy on a long trade. We did Kroger on a reversal. We had Marvell on a reversal. And we had Billy, Kroger, NBEV. Well, there's a lot more. You had US Steel, but the real ones were the earnings reversals. MRVL was a good one. And then you had the Kroger. And then there was CLDR. But because I hesitated and I didn't get my print at 12, look what happened to CLDR as it crossed over. We got a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal. The trade that I'm talking about works 75 times in a row. So I'm not going to take credit for that trade, but I'm just saying is another one that worked. I didn't do it personally, but other guys did it. So I will say now we're at 76 in a row when you get the 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal on an earnings report. Like Marvell, MRVL, like Kroger, same situation. And then the entire market wound up doing that specific trade in the middle of the day. So the only loss that I took was on SVXY long and UVXY short when I first thought we were getting a blow off top, because it really looked like we were about to roll over. And that was, let me go back to give you, if you guys want to look at it on a chart, UVXY, the first moment where it looked like we were going to roll over is where I got faked out, but it was all right. So UVXY, what I look for is a massive uptick, and then in that same candle, you start to engulf 2 prior candles. So we were just about to get that right at 11:11 this morning. So at 11:11, instead of, again, this is what I'm always saying, I'd rather be late and right than early and wrong. So this time I was early and wrong because we never broke down on the UVXY. and the SVXY obviously inversely goes the other direction. So SVXY, we bought it at 40. I mean, it's crazy that we were in this thing at 45.30. We bought more at 45.40, and then it went to 45.50. We were just about to sell it, but we were hoping to break 45.50. We thought we called the bottom and the top of the UVXY, and that was the only trade that we really took a significant loss. I mean, it's not life-changing loss. You lose 180 or 220 bucks on the trade, right? But then fast forward to just 15 minutes later, the UVXY did what I thought was going to happen in that last move. We got that candle, you break the high, and then you come back and start breaking the prior candles. So that's where I said, okay, UVXY just topped out. Let's start sniffing around and cover some diamonds, possibly go long the diamonds, the Qs, the SPYs. And that's when we started looking for longs, because once the UVXY starts to disintegrate, usually a buy program starts to come along. And if you've been watching this market since 2009, there's something about 11:30, 11:20 to 11:40. If we're tanking, usually that's when the algos show up. I call it the government algo. The government's never letting this market go down to any extreme anymore, it seems. There seems to be a bid on this market, no matter how scary the market is right now. And look, guys, as much as we've sold off and how scary this market is, where are we for real? We're basically back 3 or 4 percentages higher from where we were last Thanksgiving. So we've kind of gone full circle, but where are we? We've given back this year so far. And who cares? Because most of us are not money managers. Most of us are not holding amazing amounts of positions. Most of us are trying to just trade for the day. So if you're trading for the day, all you want this market to do is exactly what it's been doing since September. Don't take any positions. Don't commit to being short or long. Don't think bullish or bearish. Just do. Be a reactionary trader to what you're seeing here. Because this is the third day in the last 10 days I've come in with a preconceived notion of what I thought was going to happen, and I was completely wrong. Completely wrong. To the point where, this would be one of those moments where I'd make a video, blah, 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 and everybody would be laughing at me the next day. Oh, nice call, asshole. But you know what? There's one thing to make a call, but then there's another part of that. Did you not adjust to what the market was doing? So if you're not ready to adjust and ready to admit defeat and ready to flip sides, I came in short. I'm thinking Dow 2,000 today. I'm thinking Dow going down 2,000 points. And then the UVXY did what it did, and that was the game changer. I'm thinking UVXY 72.50, 75. I thought UVXY could possibly have its first 20, 30-point day. We haven't seen a 20 or 30-point day since August of 2015 when we had the Ebola scare and the China slowdown. You guys, I don't know if you have saw that, but UVXY went from about 40 to 120 in 2 days. And I was thinking that was what we were about to see. And then next thing you know, blow-off candle, capitulation, engulfing candle, roll over back to the VWAP. Next thing you know, you're feeling good about buying stocks. And even prior to that, just trading, even just trading the reversals, my day was over pretty much before this massive rally. So this massive rally, all I did was hang out with the diamonds and some SVXY. Other than that, I traded US Steel twice. It didn't go anywhere. I lost on that. I traded NBEV. I top-ticked it at one point and lost a little bit on that. But other than that, it was just holding the diamonds until the end of the day, and just admitting that you're wrong is, again, a big part of this. Oh, scared me. All right. Anyway, but I want to just let you guys know, if you guys want to hang tonight, I'm doing a 9:30 session with my crew. You're all welcome. December, everything's free in December. We ran that class. If you were interested, I did it. I'm probably going to do it again in a couple of weeks. We basically schmooze for like 3 or 4 hours. I talk about all these chart patterns that I love so much. And then, again, if you want to join, what we're doing. But more importantly, tonight, if you want to game plan with us, we're going to game plan around 9:30 my time, Eastern Standard Time. just drop me an email and I'll send you the link to come in. Plus, you could be a part of what we're doing going forward here and experiment with us with the new chat room. So the new chat room is good. It's not a data hog anymore. It's a web-based platform, and it just runs so much more smoothly. There's, we have a 4 or 5 second delay on our website now. We're not going to have, we're down to like a half a second delay, and everything just very, very much more seamless. It's just a lot better. So send me an email, kennyglick@aol.com or info@hitthebid.com. I'm probably actually going to change I'm going to change my main email address to warlock@hitthebid.com. Oh, by the way, I appreciate all the kind words out there. Some of these guys out there, they're like family members at this point, but good stuff. I mean, just again, I don't trade too aggressively anymore, but this was one of those days where, again, I will live with regret that I didn't get a little bit more aggressive, especially with the diamonds and the SVXY and the UVXY. So where's your Al? I should make that a website. I should make that one of my email addresses. Yeah. So, but Kenny Glick at AOL or info@hitthebid.com. I'll get back to you in a couple of hours. So, at 9:30, we basically use Thursday nights to game plan. We look at some option reports, some stock reports that came out. AVGO, we got Lululemon came out, DocU came out. We look at what's going to report tomorrow morning, and we want to see how the options are, lining up and that type of thing. Just a little bit of game planning for what, to prepare a little bit. But right now, preparation so far has been wrong. Every time we've come into the market with some sort of preconceived notion, it's been wrong. And that just proves nobody knows anything. But as long as you act on what you see, that's how you succeed. And again, my days of calling where this market's going to go 7 years in advance, which was the sickest call in my career, Dow 20,000 almost to the week. When it was at 11,800, I said we'll be at 20,000 in January of 20. I mean, it was probably the sickest call anybody's ever made. But those days are over. I mean, my last 5, 6 stocks that I've held have gotten annihilated. Even this last one, I held on to some PCG. What'd that get me? It got me a $400 loss. Nah, right? I mean, the stock didn't even rally today. Piece of shit that it is. I'm thinking this, again, I didn't get crushed on it, but you know what? Why hold positions in this market? Why? For what? Even like a stupid position like this, I got 220 shares and you lose $500 for what? I make money on 95% of my day trades, but I hold stocks anyway. I think 2019, I don't really intend on holding any overnights anymore. These reversals are working. I've never seen anything like this before. We're at 75 in a row off the earnings reports if we get the 1 minute multi-day. And the other reversals obviously worked pretty damn well today also. So tonight we're going to game plan a little bit about, some options. And if you don't know about options, I do a little review about, just beta and theta and that kind of thing. I don't really get too deep into the intricacies and mathematical formulas of how these options are made. But if you don't know anything about options, it's a decent schmooze, and it doesn't cost you anything. So we're hanging out tonight at 9:30. And if you want to hang out with me for the rest of the year, it's on me. It's on me. Again, that's what I do. All right. It's on me. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tonight at 9:30. Drop me an email, and I don't know. Everything was a buy today on the reversals. Netflix was the only big stock that I traded today because that was the first one to go green. Facebook was later on. You give me Facebook tomorrow at 135 gapping down and it goes green, you get to 137.50 again, I'm probably going to be looking at it. But I trade, most of the stocks I trade are other than the diamonds. Diamonds are the most expensive thing I trade. I don't really go near that stuff. I like Amarin's been hot. I'm always looking at US Steel, AMD. and whoever reports, Marvell, $16 stock, Billy, 15, Kroger, 30, NBEV, $6, US Steel, 22. Because I talk and I trade at the same time, so I don't want to have positions on where I need to be really focused or nervous about. I don't want to be nervous. Facebook, I don't know. I never make money on that stock anyway. That's why I don't trade Amazon or Tesla or Google or any of that stuff, because, you know, I'd rather not be shitting in my pants while I trade and try to talk at the same time. But, you know, but tomorrow, game on. I mean, this is going to be a really big day, because if today's rally was real, tomorrow we want the market to gap down and prove it. We want this market to gap down tomorrow, prove that today's rally wasn't bullshit. If we gap up tomorrow and start rolling over, we are going to get probably annihilated, which will be fine. But if you're bullish this market, you want to gap down tomorrow and gain momentum like it did today and prove that today's lows might be more significant than just a dead cat bounce. And again, to us, it really doesn't matter. You give me 600, 700 point flat open, you're waiting 15, 20 minutes for some ranges to get formed, and then you adjust and then you try to find trades like that. But I'm hoping for a big gap one way or the other, and then we play the fade, and if the fade turns into the reversals, those are the trades that we put on. But today, you're not going to find days like this too often. This is the shiznit. Today is that day where if you've taken what I've shown you, what's up? Uh-oh.
Yo, guys, the stocks were really high today, but...
Okay, do a video. Okay, live, go.
I don't know what to say.
Just say, don't hold stocks. Trading's where it's at. Liquidity is king. Say it.
Don't hold stocks. Trading's where it's at. Liquidity is king. Listen to my dad.
Yes, there you go. All right, we got to run. I got to go to gymnastics. But yeah, I've been trying to get her to do videos for 2 months now.
No, I told
2
you
months.
to write it up.
2 months. She needs a teleprompter, a script. She needs a makeup guy. She needs I don't know. She just
Am
can't.
I live?
You're live right there.
Hey, viewers.
Look, you got 19 people watching you right now. Remember this one? She was the one that used to sit on the desk over here. I used to hold her with one hand and trade with the other hand. It's crazy. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys. And I'll see you guys tonight. Send me an email. I'll send you the links. James, email me your phone number. We'll talk tomorrow. All right? All right, guys. Be good. And I'll see you in cyberspace. Bye.
Let's go.